Okay, hey everybody. Dane by local. I'm Teri Barr joining you today. And this is going to be a really fun conversation. I can tell already. This is Nick Burke. Nick is the owner of Go Minis Madison. Nick, thanks for being here for Dane by Local today.
Thanks for having me, Terry.
Yeah, I'm excited to learn more about this business. So let's just jump into it. What exactly is Go By, or it's not actually Go By. What exactly is Go Minis Madison?
Yeah, so Go Minis Madison is I guess, in short, a moving and portable storage provider. So we have durable, sturdy containers in three different sizes: 12 feet, 16 foot, and 20-foot containers that I deliver all over South Central Wisconsin, Greater Madison area. I get down to, I guess, pretty good sized territory down to the Illinois state line and over to the Mississippi River and all the way up to, Boston area. For anyone that needs a container for moving residents or businesses or doing renovation projects or on-site storage. So it's a very flexible option for someone in a variety of applications.
Okay, so that's interesting because I've seen these at homes where obviously people are moving in or moving out. But I love that you mentioned all the other possibilities that a Go Mini could be used for. How does this whole situation, if you need one, how does this work?
It's actually a really simple process. Basically, it usually involves, and I guess the one thing I like to call out with the process is, I'm locally owned and operated. So customer service is a priority of mine. So when I say that, it's basically a phone conversation with someone who's looking for the solution and talking through their project or their needs and understanding, uh, you know, what size container they might need, where they would like it delivered and when. And then, the process from there is simple, just getting a reservation on the calendar and completing an electronic agreement and, scheduling delivery of the container. I'll bring it right to place of business or the home, and through the conversation that I have with the contact person, make sure that it's placed exactly where they want it on their property with the doors the right direction so that it's as convenient as can be.
It's very individualized too. Even though at the beginning you mentioned the different sizes of the containers, it sounds like once you take that, you make everything else very specific and catered. I'm going to say this sounds like amazing customer service.
Well, that's one of the priorities of what we strive for. We've been fortunate to be able to get a lot of feedback from our customers in our Google reviews, which are 5 star, and I'm always just a phone call away. I live right here on the west side of Madison. I'm a Wisconsin native, so I understand the territory, the surroundings. Hills here, one-way streets there. It's the challenges with Capitol Square and students moving in and out of dorm. So. It's been, I think, a bonus for people. There's a lot of their feedback is it's been great having a contact person and someone local and personal that they can work with on this rather than like a call center in another state type of scenario.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my gosh, and they know they're talking to a real person too, which
All
is
right.
really nice. You still talk with such enthusiasm. I know you started in, I think it was 2022. How did you decide that owning, these Go Minis would be a great local business? How does one decide that local really is important to you? I think we've had a couple of those answers already, but what did it mean to you to find something like this that you could really call your own?
Sure. No, I think it's been a long time in the works. I've wanted to own a business for as long as I can remember, and vetting all the different options. Originally looking at self storage, which is still an interest and on kind of a long term roadmap.
Ah,
But with some of the things with self storage, I really got interested in portable storage, and then in doing that, I vetted all the players in the space and did my due diligence and landed on Go Minis kind of as a the direction to go, mainly because I just saw the advantages. There are situations where we can, for example, we're the only ones that offer a 20-foot container. Our competitors max at a 16-foot. So just providing a bigger, better product for more needs, plus the ability to place and deliver that container using our
yeah.
delivery methods in tighter spaces than our competitors can. just gave us kind of an edge, I guess. But
It
even
sounds
just
like
like
it. Yeah.
yeah, from the franchise as a whole, has been great to work with, and know I made the right decision.
Oh, that's great to hear. How does being a member of Dane Buy Local, how do you feel like you're supported as a member?
Yeah, Dane by Local has been great. I think I think we chatted about it briefly one other time, but everyone I've worked with there has been supportive, proactive, and if there's ever any introductions that I'm looking for, they're always quick to make the connection for me. It's been a great resource. Definitely glad I became a member.
That's great. They will be so happy, and I'm sure they say the same about you being a member. And I read somewhere that you really believe in also giving that kind of support back into the community. Tell me more about this.
Yeah, I do. There's things I want to make sure I'm involved in the community. I've reached out to several different charitable organizations to try to
Mm.
support. We recently did an event where we provided a container to free bikes for kids here
Oh,
in Madison, where they did a slow roll event and they needed some on-site storage at their event. So we were quick to provide a container for that. We do work closely with Habitat for Humanity of Dane County here recently and supporting some of their storage needs at their project sites for materials, supplies, tools, what have you, among others. So yeah, it's
wow.
uh, way to give back and get involved in the community is something had from the get go as a
Oh.
goal.
Well, and everything you've mentioned is local as well. So what a great partnership. And again, the things you mentioned, you just don't think of. I need storage for some of these things. And then to know that you're doing it in support of what they're trying to do. That
Sure.
says a lot, Nick. I
Yeah.
really appreciate that. It does. It does. I'm talking with Nick Burke, and Nick is the owner of Go Minis Madison. Now, how can people, what is the best way to get in touch with you if they want to learn more? Maybe, as you said, talk through a project. How do they get a hold of you?
Sure. Yeah. Well, the number that's all over our containers and hard to miss is 866 Go Minis. Calling
Perfect.
that will definitely get you connected to me personally. I also have a direct number on our website, gominis.com/Madison. We are on Facebook. We are on Instagram. We are on LinkedIn. What else? I think that's
That covers it.
yeah,
That's
hopefully that
pretty
covers it,
good.
right? Yeah,
That's pretty good.
gominis.com/Madison. And there's also a nice, free quote tool there. So you can kind of get an idea
Ah.
of availability and sizing, et cetera, right on the website. But that usually will be followed by me trying to reach out and see if I can answer any questions.
Absolutely. Okay, great. Thank you for all that contact information. Really, final question from me. What do you hope people feel after working with you and Go Mini? What are you trying to leave people with?
Yeah, that's a great question. I think my goal and I guess what I see in some of my reviews and feedback that makes me happy is that made the process so much easier. Whether it's a renovation project or even just moving residents. And a lot of times when moving residents, there's gaps between leases or gaps between closings, and you're like, well, what am I going to do? I feel like this is a great way to help reduce some of that stress and make it easier. You're not running around trying to rent a truck or find a self-storage facility or moving in and out of it 2 or 3 times. You've got enough going on with these projects where working with Go Minis, we try to make it as easy as we can. Bring the container where you need it. We can even then take it off site and store
Yeah.
it at my lot if needed. If you want things kind
Ah.
of out of the way for a while, and then take it to your new residence whenever you're ready, or bring it back to your project or what have you. Flexibility. So just trying to ease the stress of some of those situations.
And isn't moving in particular, and you and I now we've been talking about all kinds of moving, whether construction companies, whatever else you've been working with.
Mhm.
It's one of the top stressors in life, isn't it?
It's
Yeah.
gotta be. I mean, I've been settled here for a little while now, but
Yeah.
until, throughout college and until my 30s or whatever, I moved how many times? It was like, oh,
Oh, yeah.
So I
And you
get it.
always laugh that it's, oh, this is going to be fun. And it's never really fun.
Yeah, right.
Oh, so thank you for everything that your company is providing. Is there anything else that you would like to say before I let you go?
No, I don't think so. I appreciate the chance to kind of come on and tell a little bit more about the business. We're fairly new to Madison, so just kind of looking to get the word out. But love being a part of the community. Love for the opportunities to give back, and you know, give us a call if there's anything we can do or answer any questions.
Excellent. Everybody, Nick Burke, the owner of Go Minis Madison, a local family owned business. Nick, thanks so much for your time. Dane by Local thanks you as well.
Thanks, Teri.